Hi, it's Lori with Positive Thanks Living, and we're carrying on with our December daily collaging. And today I was going to just show you where we are to this point. There's my cover, so it's chapter 1 papers, and that was the entry page, and day 1 with a beautiful bear by Maureen Astrid. This was a scrapbook paper page, very simple. This one, day 3, was a napkin with deck the halls and a little tag, a swing tag that hid behind a belly band. This was the snowman. And if you notice here, it sort of is layered even more because from yesterday's, day 5, I had a little journaling card. And on the back of that, I put in the edge of the napkin, so that fits in here. And so it's like another layer to day 4, to the snowman. I find that very interesting. I'm beginning to realize when you see the collaging within the book, it is more than what appears on the page. It's also what comes before, what comes after, can add to the experience. So that was day 5. This is day 6. And I'm using washi tape, different washi tapes. Now I did this ahead of time just because it's messy. What it is a tea-dyed piece of paper, and the tissue paper that I used with ink, this is the fired brick distress ink that you can see it on the video for day 5, where I put it on a surface and I mushed it into the ink. First I sprayed water using a little spritzer, and then I mushed the tissue paper on top, the paper side. So I used it again. First I used it on day 5 to cover up my pink ornament that was, I wanted it more red. So afterwards, after the video, I went back and I took some of the distress ink on this makeup sponge, and with a little water, I even added to it. So you can see it's much more red now. All right, so I have that tissue paper that I did this technique on. And for today, day 6, that's the background that I put the washi tape on. Now I didn't use a glue stick. My glue stick is almost gone and I have yet to order more. So I reverted to one of my favorites, which is Yes Paste. You can see I'm coming to the bottom of my jar. What I do is I use Yes Paste with a little bit of water on my brush, and I put it in. It's easier to spread when there's a little water. So I'll give you a demonstration of what I mean here. So you spread it on. It's like a glue stick consistency, but I haven't had any problem with the paper buckling, and I've really enjoyed the adhesion, how it adheres. It's beautiful. So what I did on this page first is I spread the Yes Paste down. This is Yes Paste. All-purpose stick flat glue. So I guess it's just like a glue stick, but in a jar. And it's very old, meaning people have been using it for years and years and years and years. And I had bought myself a jar of this a while ago, and because people talked about it, And it took me a long time to actually like using it. But now for specific things, like gluing an entire page, it's perfect. So I had my Yes paste on, and I just took strips or pieces of the tissue paper that was dyed with distress ink and laid it down over top. And I've lost my green one. It fell down. I can't go get it because I'm wearing headphones with my mic on, and that would be a problem if I bent down to get it. But you get the idea. That's how I got to this point. I put the tissue paper on, and then I started with the different washi tapes. And to be very blunt, candid, it is completely random how I put them on. I didn't choose. I wasn't thinking much. I just stuck them down. Yeah, this is a page from an 1898 encyclopedia. So I put that down first. I didn't even cover the edges with the distress ink. I thought to finish it up, I would put on a Christmas tree. So this is from Chapter 1, Snowy Garden pages. I fussy cut it and put a little bit of distress ink on the edges. And I have my number 6 for day 6 that I'm going to put down like so. And this is a little strip of what was an old card, Christmas card. I just cut it up and made it look like a little present, and it's a space to journal. I attached the bow with a piece of washi and a nice little bow that I can tie. Put it down as though it were under the tree, and then it can unfurl, it can open up to journal on. Now that I'm on camera, of course, I'm having a problem tying the bow. Here we go. Tie bow, yes. I'll fix it later. All right. Back to my glue stick to put the the large tree on that I cut out. So today is pretty simple, what I'm showing you here. I got very gluey yesterday with the Yes paste and all the strips of the tissue paper, but it was fine because then I could wash my hands. And the number 6, because day 6 of collaging. So it's 6 days of doing this, practicing collaging, looking at photos of everybody on Instagram, they're collaging. It's interesting. I'm beginning to think about what I prefer. Now I'm wondering whether this would probably stick better on here if I used glitter glue. I think it will. I'm going to use the glitter glue because the glue stick I don't think will hold it. And I really want it to hold the ribbon and the faux present, the journaling spot, really well on the edge of the page. So there we go. Put that down. And I think that completes day 6. Now let's slip it back into the journal to see the impact it has on the page beside it. It's very interesting to see how this works together, collaging. And I suppose the more you do it, the more you instinctively think about, oh, if I have this on this page and it's beside that page, what will complement the two? So there we are. We have day 5, day 6, and 5 has a tag here. My watercolor attempt. And the journaling card with the layered scene. Interesting. So this is the prompt about using washi tapes. I have to use 3 different washi tapes. And we can circle that because that's done. All right. And that's it for day 6. I wish you well. Have a wonderful December, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's Lori with Positive Thanks Living. Take care.